Okay, kids. At this point, you've probably got your windows and doors and everything in place for your tiny house. And you're thinking, I want to put walls in here. I like a little bit of privacy when, using the bathroom or changing. So you're going to want to put windows, or not windows, that's not going to give you privacy. You're going to want to put some walls up. So making your walls, you're going to have to custom build your walls. There's no pattern for that, okay? And you'll have to do some really, technical designing here, okay? Now, if you thought your plan through, you know where you want your walls to go already, okay? Now, in this case, I have a straight partition or interior wall from wall 3 to wall 1, okay? So really, I could make just one big rectangle that would go from here to here, okay? So it would just be one big rectangle that would go in here. And actually, it'd be the size of wall W4, all right, wall 4. So actually, this wall 4, you're just going to remake that, cut it out, and glue it inside here. All right, now how you do that is, here's a little trick for you, okay? First of all, you need to know what your measurements are. So this wall, of course, measures 8 5/10 of a centimeter, okay? So you're going to measure 8 5/10 of a centimeter. Now, if you want, you can measure it along the top edge of your paper so it's a nice straight line. But remember, you've got to account for these glue tabs on both sides now, okay? And those glue tabs are about a centimeter, okay? So what I would do is I would simply take and measure in 1 centimeter, put a mark, and our walls, okay, are 8-foot walls, so they're going to be 4 centimeters wide or high. So then I would measure down 4 centimeters, and at the 4 centimeter mark, I would measure in another 1 centimeter. And here is my glue tab, okay? Here's my glue tab. And then I simply have to say to myself, okay, well, how long is wall 4? Well, wall 4 is 8 5/10 centimeters. So from my tab line, I've already measured in a centimeter and a centimeter for my tab, my glue tab. I'm simply going to measure the length of my wall from here, okay, which is 8 5/10 of a centimeter, okay? So when I do that, I come over here, I have 8 5/10 of a centimeter, measure down here, 8 5/10 of a centimeter. To make sure my wall stays at a uniform height, I want my floor line to be parallel with my ceiling line, okay? So I'm just going to take this, and I'm just going to draw it right down like that. I'm going to extend it longer than it needs to be because I've already measured down my 4 centimeters, just to be sure. Yep, here's my 4 centimeter mark. Good carpenter measures twice, cuts once. And then I'm going to line up so that here's 12. Here's just any full centimeter. I want to go beyond that. And I'm just going to draw my line. Okay, so now I have my centimeter tab, my 8.5 centimeters of distance for the whole wall, and then because I lined up on a centimeter here, I'm just going to extend it out another centimeter, okay? So then I can just take that, measure another centimeter up here, and I can draw my tab. Okay? So what I did was I got my tabs all drawn. I have my interior wall, and I simply have to cut it out now. Okay? Now, there's one thing that I didn't put on here that I think I need to do, because I don't want it to be a wiggly wall. I need to put a tab along the floor here as well, okay? You can make that, I'm going to put mine there. You probably don't have to, but that'll just make it more secure. So what I'm going to do is measure down a centimeter, put a mark, measure down a centimeter and put a mark. And then I'm just going to draw like so. And I'm going to just extend that line down, Okay, there we go. That looks a little bit more decent. So now I have glue tab for the floor, glue tab for the wall, glue tab for the wall, and I can cut this out. So, if I cut it out, alright, like so. And then my glue tab, I like to put an angle on my glue tabs just so they glue easier, gives you a cleaner, easier stuff like that. And like that. See, so now I have this like beveled or angled, and I'm going to take this glue tab right here and I'm just going to put a little angle on it, like so, and then I have my interior wall. So I can now take my ruler and I can fold like so. There's my first, this is my floor tab, so it'll sit up like so. And then my wall tab. And now at this point you might be worried, did I make my wall the right size? Okay, like so. And then this one right here, use my ruler if I need to, get a nice crisp edge. There we go. Whoops. And there we go. So, there we have it. Okay, we're good to go. And if I measured correctly, this should be the exact same size as wall 4, which is the exterior side of my house. Okay? So now I could say, okay, here it is. Here's my wall for the inside of my house. All right? Now, at this point, I can then decide where I want to cut my doors. Okay? And then you can just cut your doors out. All right? And your doors can be measured to this size or slightly smaller because they're interior doors. Okay? All right, so that's how you would build a wall and partition things off. You know, this is, I'd need a wall right here between my bathroom and bedroom, so I could do another wall right there doing the same thing that I did to make this wall. Okay? So that's how you would make interior walls once you get your windows and doors and living areas lined up.